welcome back to the woods. Welcome back to one of those gear reviews that I was promising you. Remember those ones where it's actually gear I've paid for myself? And in the first one I'm going to be looking at these, and these are the Woodsman's trousers from Helikon-Tex. That's right, the Helikon-Tex Woodsman's trousers. And I've reviewed kit from Helikon-Tex. I reviewed the Woodsman's anorak, coincidentally, and I was very impressed then with the quality, the design of that particular garment. The way it was put together was very, very, very good. The design, not military, just a sort of very basic overhead smock, well thought out, good pockets. As I said, nice attention to detail, good fabrics. So that was really what put me on to Helikon-Tex as a brand. Now, the reason I was looking for trousers is, well, I've changed jobs and I wasn't really sure what the form was with what you actually wear to work. For the last 17 years, it was easy. I just chucked on a pair of combat trousers every day, big cargo pockets, camo, those sorts of things. And they did. They were wearing, they were what I wore for work. They gave them to me for free. Who cares? But suddenly I was faced with, well, a different working environment. And not only that, I'm used to working out in the woods all the time. In this job, I'm not going to be. In this job, I'm going to be part-time indoors, part-time outdoors. I'm not sure what the balance between the two would be. So I was looking for something that would fit in either place. Something that I could wear inside that didn't look out of place for people who may be wearing office type clothing, but at the same time was practical enough for me to be able to wear out in the woods to give me the protection that I need, be fast drying, have good pockets, all of those other things. What I didn't want was something that looked too military, something that had big cargo pockets, etc, etc. And I searched around on the net, and quite by chance, I did a Google search, and with the other outdoor trousers came up the Helikon-Tex Woodsman. So I had a look. So the Woodsman's trousers are a basic outdoor trouser made from their Dura Canvas fabric, which is a polyester cotton mix. It's very similar to G1000 fabric. To me it feels maybe a slightly heavier. It has reinforced knees, reinforced seat, pockets, which I'll go into in a minute, and belt loops again, which I will go into in a minute. Now, I am a 36 inch waist. I got the size large, European large, and they fit well. I think they're sized up to a 34 for a large. Normally I probably could have done with the XL. That said, actually they've proved pretty good. One of the things that's helped that was the waistband, and I'll show you why now. Now, if you are enjoying this video, then please remember to hit that thumbs up button, to like and subscribe, remembering to hit the notifications bell so you know when I've got new content coming up. And the more subscribers I get, well, the more I can do. So go and hit that button, do it now. So on the waistband, you can see you've got your usual belt loops running all the way around. You've got these extended ones on the back, the idea being you can put a carabiner through there, so you can hang stuff like gloves and that sort of thing off there. Good wide belt loops and plenty of them going round, so they give really good support. The waistband is something slightly different. Obviously you've got the usual very good quality zips on there, but instead of your regular button or hook and loop, these are Velcro, and it allows you a little bit of adjustment. What it also does is when you're sitting down, or if you've got a belt on, and like me, you have to pull the belt in quite snug, you haven't got that button or stud being pushed into you. So it allows you a bit of adjustment. It also allows you a little bit more comfort around there. You have also your pockets, and these are quite nice deep hip pockets. What you haven't got are any rear pockets. Now I know some people will say, oh, no rear pockets, where am I going to put my wallet, where am I going to put my phone, etc. For many years I used Austrian Army combat trousers. They also had no rear pockets, and the first thing that struck me with them is actually they had good deep pockets at the front like these have, and because it had no rear pockets, sitting down you're not taking things out, you're not worried that you've just crushed your phone. If you're getting in and out of vehicles, it doesn't really help if you've got stuff in your rear pocket. So by not having the pockets there, well, you're not tempted to put stuff in them. As I said, pockets at the front are a good size and I can fit plenty of stuff in them. Now they do have two other pockets, and those pockets are here, below where your rear pockets would normally be, and just sort of below where your front hip pocket is. You've got these little slim pockets down the side, open top, and they're ideal for putting long straight items like saws, etc. These aren't flopping around, they're held in place. When you sit down, they're tucked out of the way. So long items like you saw, and that will fit, that's a silky F180, which is about the same size as a Bucko Laplander. So it will take a reasonably good size saw, and as I said, when you're sitting down, well, you haven't got any problems with it digging in you. With cargo pockets, the big long wide ones, as you sit down, quite often these turn at an angle and they can push through the side of the pockets. Not with these, because it's a nice slim pocket, it holds it in place. And I tend not to walk around with a whole lot of stuff in the cargo pockets anyway. I'm only putting them there while I'm out in the woods. So if I'm walking to and from, I'm not going to have anything in the pocket. It tends to be when I get to places and I'm out gathering wood, etc. I just want somewhere I can tuck it out of the way where it's safe and secure and I know where it is. And that pocket does exactly that. As I said, you also get double thickness layers, and you can, via these little pockets at the front, which are done up with Velcro, and it's really good quality Velcro, you can fit in slimline pads. So if you're spending quite a bit of time on your knees, which in bushcraft we do, whether you're digging up roots, or whether you're doing your bow drill or whatever, it is not uncommon for you to spend a lot of time on your knees. So to have that option for putting pads in is a really, really good idea. So the fabric, as I said, feels a little bit heavier than the G1000, but it's still quite fast drying. I was impressed. I bought a couple of sets of these. I bought a dark pair and this pair as well. And I alternate between the two. As soon as they get dirty, chuck them in the wash, and I've got another pair I can chuck on. So I was a little bit concerned that I might need 3 pairs. Who knows, I might still get 3 pairs, but it wouldn't be because they don't dry fast. I can chuck them in the wash in the evening when I come in quite often. By the next morning, they're dry. So the fabric dries really, really quick. The overall look of them, as I said, they don't look military at all. My missus thinks they're a cracking pair of trousers, really, really nice. She really likes the look of them. So that's an advert in itself. The overall quality, as with all things Helikon-Tex, it's very, very well made. It's very well thought out. The fabric's got a little bit of a stretch in it. The design, it's got a sort of like a diamond shaped crutch type pattern in there, so that they give you good freedom of movement. And overall, I've been really, really impressed. Now, the other thing that did impress me was the price. As I said, I paid for them, and when I did the Google search and the advert came up, it was for Military EU, who I have used before. And when you do a review for someone and they send you something over, they say, oh, we did really great service, it will be with you in 5 days or whatever it is. And you never know that they're perhaps just pulling all the stops out because you're reviewing their bit of kit. So I didn't tell them I was ordering them, I just ordered them. The main reason I ordered from them was because of the price. They were £49 a pair, which for something I think is going to last quite a long time and that I'm going to use pretty much every day, and they are going to get probably battered to hell, I think that's pretty reasonable. The service from Military EU, just for somebody normal, not someone who's doing a review for them, actually was very, very good, and I was very impressed. I will put a link for the trousers at Military EU because they were the cheapest around, and I'll put it in the description box down below. And if you're in the market for a set of bushcraft trousers that don't look out of place in the woods or in the town or at work, then these could be just what you're looking for. So there you go, the Helikon-Tex Woodsman's trousers. Go and check them out. Go and check out that link down below. While you're down there, go over and have a look at the link for my social media, Instagram, Facebook, all of that good stuff. Also, there's a link over there to my Etsy shop. You can pop over there, get yourself one of my little woven Greencraft patches with the Velcro backing on, so you can put it on your smock or on your pack, whatever. And there is also a link over there to Patreon as well. I think that's everything. I've been Neil, and until next time, stay safe in the woods.